and we're going to get to it. But Charlamagne calling this woman big backed and laughing about it was extremely wrong, and because it wasn't helpful, So here we go. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Share this
I'm gonna be
video.
honest with you, man. I hear a lot of big back behavior. Does she have a big back?
She do give Sheila that was driving up the mountain.
Okay.
What's your thing with big back?
No, I'm just saying, because in a situation like this, some of you big backs, y'all gotta stop being so thirsty for a man. Big back belief isn't like everybody else's belief.
I find it very funny how a man that is such a huge advocate of mental health can sit here and call Reesa Teesa's experience as big back activities. Her experience of being with a pathological liar, clearly, allegedly, somebody who suffers with mental health, some sort of cluster B, narcissism, sociopathy, clear delusion. He will hear this story of a woman being a victim of this and reduce this experience to her weight, and how the only way a woman could experience this is if she is big back. A victim of psychological, mental, and emotional abuse. Make that make sense. Experiencing abuse has nothing to do with how you look, how much you weigh, or your demographic. And actively dating, seeking love, and wanting marriage does not make you thirsty or deserving of abuse.
Exactly. Because according to what she's saying, virtually any woman or any man can get used and treated like crap, not just big women, And that's the reason why I wanted to have a conversation with y'all about this, because there's two sides to this. I'm agreeing with her 1000%. But like I said earlier, if you literally are a man who's broke, or you're a woman that's extremely overweight, because to a certain degree, those two things translate with each other, regardless of what y'all want to say. Y'all ladies don't want no broke man, and he can fix himself, right? He can fix himself. He cannot be broke. He can come up with a plan and come up with some money, because we're talking about Reesa Teesa and Legion, right? What's up, Nicola? We're talking about Reesa Teesa and Legion, right? And one of the things that Reesa Teesa has been saying is what? Legion is broke, right? Y'all saying Legion is broke. He was lying and making up all this stuff. So you can easily say that if Legion would have simply focused on his finances himself before he got online on, I forgot what website that was on. I think it was Plenty of Fish. They wouldn't have had this problem, right? So the same reason, because the reasons correlate. We're talking about big back behavior, right? Which I frown upon, just for the record. If Legion would have actually worked on his finances, worked on himself, instead of jumping out there trying to get with this woman, this would have probably been a pretty good marriage, because he would have had a leg to stand on. He would have had money. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. If Legion would have had money, if Legion would have had his stuff together, none of this stuff would have been going on. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. So that's the first thing. But the second thing is, it goes back to the big back behavior, which I disagree with, but there's truth in it in a way, because him saying big back behavior is disrespectful, okay? But in my words, and not in Charlamagne's word, because that was disrespectful, but in my words in particular, if Reesa Teesa would have worked on herself, just like if Legion would have worked on himself, two people who are somewhat dysfunctional, if both people worked on their individual selves, if Legion would have got his life together and would have started making some more money instead of just being this homeless, because he was literally a homeless bum. So that's one side. But on the other side, if Reesa Teesa would have worked on herself, whether through therapy or through, losing weight, she wouldn't have got victimized by this man. Now, do skinny women get victimized? Yes. Do fine women get victimized? Yes. Do short hair women, long hair women, tall women, short women, attractive women? Yes. But what I say all the time is to a certain degree, because men just victimize women, period. But altogether, when a man sees a grossly overweight woman on a dating app and he is broke and homeless, he is naturally going to go after that woman. Why? Because she is grossly overweight. So am I blaming her? No. But I'm not blaming Legion either. Because these women want to blame Legion, because we about to go into these videos. These women want to blame Legion for being a narcissist. But we're not looking at anything that Reesa Teesa is doing or isn't doing for herself. So everybody hit the like button, share this video. What's up, YouTube? What's going on with y'all? Lying is little boy behavior. Nobody is that important to be lying to. Legion is a common cornball who has nothing going on in him for himself. I understand that. No problem. I get that. No problem. But at the end of the day, what is Reesa Teesa doing? It's not big back behavior, because that's stupid to say, but there is a certain little girl behavior with her, and we're going to get into that. So both of them, to a certain degree, attracted each other specifically because of who they showed up as.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hear a lot of big back behavior. Does she have a big back?
She do give Sheila that was driving up the mountain.
Okay.
What's she do with big back?
No, I'm just saying, because in a situation like this, some of you big backs, y'all gotta stop being so thirsty for a man. Big back belief isn't like everybody else's belief.
I find it very funny how a man that is such a huge advocate of mental health can sit here and call Reesa Teesa's experience as big back activities. Her experience of being with a pathological liar, clearly, allegedly, somebody who suffers with mental health, some sort of cluster B, narcissism, sociopathy, clear delusion.
So here we go right here. This is the problem I have with women. Women love to blame men for everything. She's making up all this stupid mess instead of saying, hey, he is a narcissist or he is a pathological liar, yes. But Reesa Teesa ignored all the red flags. Reesa Teesa, to a certain degree, had low self-esteem. She had low self-esteem. But all y'all want to do is sit around and talk about how the man is a narcissist. But she has low self-esteem. If you ladies, because some of y'all are attractive, this woman is fairly attractive, but you're not attractive up here. You're not attractive mentally. Can y'all please hit the like button? Like, for real quick. Stop for a second. I need everybody to hit the thumbs up button right now and share this video. Y'all are not hitting the like button. Y'all not hitting the thumbs up button. So right now, Facebook, y'all tripping. So real quick, shout out to Yana, Angela, Derek, Terica, Linda, Jeremy, Shana, Orange Bloom. Thank you for hitting the like button. Monique, Momo, appreciate you. James, I see y'all. I see everybody who hit the like button, and I see the people who have not hit the like button. Some of y'all commenting in the chat ain't even hit the like button. Lynette, you ain't hit the like button. Y'all hit the like. Come on, y'all. Hit the like. Hit the thumbs up button. Come on. We got to go. Hit the thumbs up button. And let's go. Let's go. And share this video to your page. So here we go. No, I don't know who Lillian is.
He will hear the story of a woman being a victim of this and reduce this experience.
So right here, is Reesa Teesa a victim? Real quick, y'all. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Super Mash. What's up? What's up? What's up? So let me stop right here and ask y'all a question. This is very important. Was Reesa Teesa a victim? Yes or no? Right now, before we keep going, I got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the Reesa Teesa story because she kicked the man out on his birthday. I want to talk about that. But right now, yes or no, was Reesa Teesa a victim of Legion? Right now, let's go. I want to hear. Ladies, fellas, I want to hear this. All right. So, no, she was a participant. Okay. No. Come on, y'all. It's too many of y'all here watching to not answer. I want to hear it. Yes or no. Y'all can say yes. Y'all can say no. I ain't going to judge y'all. I just want to know who we got in the building. Come on. No's. I need no's. I need yes. I need yes. I need something. I need something. Let's go. It don't take that long to say yes or no. Okay, so everybody on YouTube, they're saying no. And Facebook, y'all are saying no. I missed the story. You don't know about the Reesa Teesa story? Salute, Mr. Lego. What's up, Sean? San, I think. So everybody is saying no. There's not one yes in the chat. So I want y'all to think about that for a second before we move on. What's up, Jacob? Before we move on, I just want y'all to notice to the women who run around like, oh my God, these men are narcissists. These men are misogynists. Every single person, male and female, on YouTube and Facebook has said no, Reesa Teesa was not a victim. I just want to go on record and show y'all that. They said that, not me. She continued to stay with him with all the red flags. Absolutely no. When you feel the red flags, you have the option to walk away, period. Exactly. And that is the reason why I came up with my Deeper Discussions card game in order to help you along in the journey of not being a victim. Because the thing about it is we can't keep dating all these men and women or whoever and then start whining about what they did to us. We got to put ourselves in the right position, and we have to buy Deeper Discussions. The link is under this video. The link is under this video. The link is in the chat. The link is under this video. The link is over this video. The link is everywhere to buy this card game. It's only $28. But your job as an individual is to buy tools. All right? Buy tools that would help you put yourself in a position where you won't get used by a Legion, or you won't get screwed over by a Jada Pinkett or any of these people that we talk about on social media. But all y'all want to do is sit around and victimize yourself when a man or a woman does you wrong, but you did not buy my Deeper Discussions card game. So because you did not buy a tool that would help you vet the person that you're dating, you can't be a victim. And that's the reason why I'm here. I'm totally against what Charlamagne's God said. It was disrespectful. Big back energy. That was stupid, and that was disrespectful. Because everybody gets used. Women get used. Dudes get used. Attractive people, ugly people, fat people, skinny people. We all get used by people, right? See, being used, being taken advantage of has a lot to do with up here and not here as being a fat person or something. Being taken advantage of up here. But with all that being said, I want y'all to think about this. If you're fat, your self-esteem is naturally going to be lower. So there's a cause and effect. Your self-esteem is going to cause you to ignore red flags, cause you to get with people who don't have jobs, people who are narcissists and all this other stuff, right? Up here, your mindset. But if you're fat, if you're overweight, if you know you ain't been to the gym in 5 years, if you can't see your belly button and you're extremely overweight, you're naturally going to have lower self-esteem. So two things can be true at the same time. So I'm not here to make fun of Reesa Teesa being overweight, but I am here to point out that part of why Reesa Teesa got targeted, that's the word. She got targeted by Legion. Hit a like button, 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 hit the thumbs up button, share this video to everybody watching. She got targeted, okay? Men target, when men have no job and no money and their lives are trash, they target grossly overweight women because they know the average, not every, but the average overweight woman is going to be what? I'll say not going to be. They're going to have low self-esteem. Does that mean every overweight woman has low self-esteem? No. But the average overweight woman is going to have low self-esteem. And because women like Reesa Teesa have low self-esteem, what ends up happening? They end up allowing a dude that they don't know to come move in their house. It is literally a fact. So even though I'm not making fun of Reesa Teesa, but what I am saying is if Reesa Teesa was not grossly overweight, her self-esteem would have been a little higher. She would have had a little bit more options, a lot more options. And most likely she would not have gotten victimized as quickly, because we all get victimized, but as quickly as she did with Legion. Wasn't it, tell me if I'm wrong, wasn't it within a month that she let the man live with her? Tell me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it within a month she moved Legion in her house? Am I wrong or what? Wasn't it within a month? I just want y'all to think. Do you think if it was a month, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. When did because y'all seen it. Y'all seen it, so y'all know when she moved in the house. I mean, she moved him in. So my question is, do you think she would have moved that man in her house within 1 month if she wasn't overweight? Just asking. What do y'all think? Okay, actually, she knew, thought she hit a lick. Exactly. Just so nobody knows, because I want to make sure to get the story straight. Hit a like button, hit a thumbs up button. I would never. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I bet Shauna ain't fat. So anybody can answer the question. I just want to, because I want to find out this first before I move on. So the question is, when did she move him into the house? Wasn't it within a month? I'll move on, but I just want to try to get my facts straight because I didn't watch the whole thing. All right, we're going to keep going, but somebody tell me within the month. Yes, it was within the first month. Exactly. Thank you, Supreme Mash. See, within a month. So my point is this, is a guarantee that if she was fine, if she was fit, there's nowhere in hell she would have let some random dude move in her house. That's all I'm saying. So is this big back behavior? No. That's disrespectful. This is simple low self-esteem. Okay? Simple low self-esteem. So what you have to do as a woman, what you have to do as a man, is to do things for yourself, build yourself up in order for your confidence, your options, and your self-esteem to rise out of the toilet. Because you can't, what's up, Kara? Because you can't be running around just being fat and think somebody's gonna love you. You can't run around as a man just being broke, thinking somebody's gonna want to be with you. You can't. If you got a rotten tooth in the back of your mouth and your breath stinks all the time because you got a rotten tooth in the back of your mouth, because some of y'all breath be stinking like a mug. You can't walk around wanting somebody to love you when you haven't went to the dentist to fix the rotten tooth in the back of your mouth. So it's not just about being fat. It's not just about being broke. If you have a blatant issue about yourself, whether it's weight, finances, breath stink, or whatever, something that you can fix. What's up, Mikey? What's going on? If it's something that you can fix, go fix it before you get in our faces, because we're going to treat you like crap. Because guess what? Guess what? You're treating yourself like crap. We are going to treat you like crap because you treat yourself like crap. All men are doing, ladies, in most cases, sometimes dudes are really narcissists, but in most cases, all men are doing is treating you the way you treat you. Fellas, if you fat, if you broke, if you don't dress well, and you wonder why women keep treating you like crap, it's because you as a man don't treat yourself well. That's the key. Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button. Y'all Facebook, y'all stop hitting the like button. YouTube, hit the like button. I know YouTube, I'm on live, and I think y'all can't see the thumbs up button, but hit the thumbs up button by hitting the top 3 little buttons or whatever, and you can like the video right there. So everybody watching, hit the little 3 dots and hit the like button that way, because it's a little different. So what my point is, yes, you attract what you project. Exactly, Mike. So what I'm trying to let y'all know, all y'all watching, is if you're fat, if you're lazy, if you eat badly, you have terrible habits, you cannot expect some random man to come into your life or a random woman to come into your life and treat you better than you treat yourself. You're a fat dude or you're a fat woman, you don't treat yourself properly. You have no discipline. Y'all want a man to have dick discipline, but your ass don't have food discipline. I'll say that again. You want a man to not cheat on you and have dick discipline, but your ass don't have food discipline. You fat. You ain't got no discipline. But you want a man to come into your life and be disciplined with his damn body. I'll give you another example. Some of you ladies are loud, argumentative, masculine, disrespectful, and you seem to love emasculating men. And you got a mouth. Yeah, 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 yeah. If you want a man to be disciplined with his dick, your smart mouth ass need to be disciplined with your little mouth. Shut the fuck up sometimes, and he'll stop cheating on you. Do you see how this whole thing is bigger than Reesa Teesa? Because at the end of the day, y'all, somebody said in the chat, you only attract what you project. You attract who you are. Hey, bro, I got a question. What do you do when you know somebody who's in the situation where she's a great female, but the man is the textbook narcissist, I guess, video gamer, overweight, doesn't do anything? You don't say anything to that woman because that is her dumbass for wanting to stay with that man. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's up here. All right, it's up here. And some women and some men, they have low self-esteem and they don't think they can find somebody else, and they end up getting attached to somebody that is a loser or stupid or broke. And they have to find that within themselves. Because at the end of the day, I coach women, and I tell women this in particular. I tell women, I don't care more about you than you care about yourself. So if you don't care about you, I don't care about you, because it's not my job to do something for you that you can't do for yourself. What's up, Carolyn? So at the end of the day, that woman, Malcolm, she can, get some therapy. Go to betterhelp.com, and actually do something for herself. There's a possibility she may be a Reesa Teesa and she may be fat. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you as a man and you as a woman have a responsibility to yourself to make changes and adjustments to your own life. If your life is trash, most likely is because you look like trash, smell like trash, or you ain't got no damn money, or you got all these issues emotionally, or you're lazy. You be a lazy man, or you'll be a lazy woman. If you're lazy, why do you think somebody's going to come in and love you? You don't love you. So this particular situation where this woman is dating a man that is overweight and doesn't do anything, is probably because she's overweight and she doesn't do anything. See how that works? It's really simple. All right, so let's go back to this video. We got a lot to talk about.
To her weight.
How you gonna get past?
She wanted when she wanted to buy it.
All right, so this is the Legion dude. Listen to the Legion dude.
Or your demographic. And actively dating, seeking love, and wanting marriage does not make you thirsty or deserving of abuse.
My exact finances, not your business. She knew for a fact I had money because, again, I bought dinner, I did everything. Because I heard in the story where she said that we quarantined together during the pandemic. And I need to clear that up.
Was the Chase loan, the approval of the $700,000, was that a real thing?
I never went to my bank and needed to get approved for a loan.
Getting up every morning, talking to your brother, who was on the phone? Was the proof of funds ever an issue?
To the 2 accounts I let her know about, I had 5 altogether, but she had access to them. She was able to go to the bank, buy what she wanted when she wanted to buy it.
Excruciating pain.
She did admit to me that when she was pregnant, that was the other gentleman's kid, not mine. It was all.
Uh-oh. Was that a lie? She said she was pregnant. It was another gentleman's kid and not mine. Let's take a quick second. And then we'll come right back, because is he lying or is he telling the truth? So check this out.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game?
What are you doing, stupid thing?
Hey, how about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
Okay. All right. So we are back. So let's go back to the video because this man just said something crazy.
Signs, but I ignored them because she.
Oh, let's go back to what he said. Let's back up. What did he just say? It's right after this woman.
Abuse. Make that make sense. Experiencing abuse has nothing to do with how you look, how much you weigh, or your demographic. And actively dating, seeking love, and wanting marriage does not make you thirsty or deserving of abuse.
My exact finances is not your business. She knew for a fact I had money because, again, I bought dinner, I did everything. Because I heard in the story where she said that we quarantined together during the pandemic. And I need to clear that up.
Was the Chase loan, the approval of the $700,000, was that a real thing?
I never went to my bank and needed to get approved for a loan.
Getting up every morning, talking to your brother who was on the phone. Was the proof of funds ever an issue?
To the 2 accounts I let her know about, I had 5 altogether, but she had access to them. She was able to go to the bank, buy what she wanted when she wanted to buy it.
Excruciating pain.
She did admit to me that when she was pregnant, that was the other gentleman's kid, not mine. It were all signs, but I ignored them.
Do y'all believe that part right there? When Reesa Teesa was pregnant, it was another man's baby. Come on, man. Come on, man. He tripping.
She was my wife, and I'm just saying she's trying to work hard. You start taking care of somebody who don't appreciate it, and then you end up with a Reesa Teesa.
This was a fucking crazy ride.
And I told her the truth.
But I truly had no idea who the fuck I married.
Reesa Teesa did not experience what she did with lying ass Legion because she was a dummy or she didn't see the red flags or she didn't know what to do. No. Reesa Teesa, I feel like, experienced something called cognitive dissonance. And if you've ever had cognitive dissonance in a relationship, you know that shit will wear your motherfucking ass out.
Bruh, why do women do this? Why do women do this? She literally says Reesa Teesa is dealing with cognitive dissonance, and because she's dealing with cognitive dissonance, it's not her fault. Now remember, the majority of you actually were in the chat and literally said she was not a victim. This woman literally said this woman is suffering from cognitive dissonance. Bro, I don't know why. I'm not even going to ask the question. I don't know why women spend so much energy trying to blame men for everything that they go through. And I know men aren't perfect, but golly, man, this is sad. This is really sad. So listen to what this woman says. I'm trying to back it up. Hold on a second. All right, here we go.
You don't appreciate it, and then you end up with a Reesa Teesa.
This was a fucking crazy ride.
And I told her the truth.
But I truly had no idea who the fuck I married.
Reesa Teesa did not experience what she did with lying ass Legion because she was a dummy or she didn't see the red flags or she...
Reesa Teesa did not experience what she experienced with Legion because she was a dummy or because she did not see the red flags. She dealt with it because she was what?
didn't know what to do. No. Reesa Teesa, I feel like, experienced something called cognitive dissonance. And if you've ever had cognitive dissonance in a relationship, you know that shit will wear your motherfucking ass out.
All right, so let's define cognitive dissonance for this stupid ass woman real quick. Define cognitive dissonance, just for the record. Okay, so the simple definition of cognitive dissonance is a psychological phenomenon that occurs when a person holds two contradictory beliefs at the same time, which means she wants a man to love her. That's one belief. The other belief is this man is using me and living in my house. That's the second belief. It's still your damn fault. It's still internal. It's still what's going on with you. What are you talking about? Suffering from cognitive dissonance. It's still stupidity. Like, What is wrong with these damn women? Everybody hit the thumbs up button, y'all. There's a thumbs up button right there. The little button up there is like is 3 buttons. Hit the 3 buttons. Hit the thumbs up button real quick, y'all. Buck broken. I ain't gonna say that, but yeah. But listen to this damn woman.
Cognitive dissonance is a bitch. It will have you doing some things you ain't never did before. Now, this is coming from somebody who spent a night in jail and had to do a lot of...
Spend a night in jail? Spend a night in jail? This is coming from someone that spent the night in jail, and she's blaming it on cognitive dissonance, y'all. She's blaming it on cognitive dissonance. This is coming from someone who spent the night in jail. Ma'am, you spent the night in jail because you're stupid. You see how women do this? It's never their fault. It's always somebody's fault. And anybody on here, YouTube, you have not already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the link that is pinned in the chat and buy my Deeper Discussions card game so you won't end up being like Reesa Teesa. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, in the chat. Hit that link and buy my Deeper Discussions card game right now. Because it will help you vet dating prospects. It's 81 cards in here. You can just play with a person that you're dating or hanging out with, and it will help you understand what their actual intentions are. I'm trying to help people so they won't end up being like Reesa Teesa. Because everybody keeps saying Reesa Teesa is a damn victim, and she's not.
Therapy after being in a narcissistic relationship, and I was so confused. I'm like, how did I allow all of this to happen? And I
don't appreciate it.
Sweetheart, and had a life that he needed, and he took full advantage of that. This is not about like somebody who was doing what they said that they were going to do, and they were showing up and they were acting right, and they were essentially perfect.
We don't appreciate.
Somebody who was doing what they said that they were going to do, and they were showing up and they were acting right, and they were essentially perfect. Slowly but surely starts to not show up and not.
Slowly but surely starts to not show up. That part. If they slowly and surely starts to not show up, that means something's wrong. Like, what are you talking about?
Cognitive dissonance is a bitch. It will have you doing some things you ain't never did before. Now, this is coming from somebody who spent a night in jail and had to do a lot of therapy after being in a narcissistic relationship, and I was so confused. I'm like, how did I allow all of this to happen? And I remember I went to my therapist and I was like, girl, I'm smarter than a 5th grader. Like, there's no way I let this man treat me like this. And she was...
Okay, this is the reason why if you ever go to a therapist, if you're a black woman, make sure to go to a black man therapist. Do not ever go to a female therapist. This woman literally is trying to blame what's going on with her and the choices that she made. She made these choices of the man that she's dating, right? She ends up going to jail for whatever reason. I guess they got to fight or something, right? And then what makes it worse is she goes to her therapist and tries to placate like it's the man's fault and not hers. Let's see what her therapist says. And everybody on Facebook, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can see me, because it's saying it just kicked all of y'all off. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can see me, because it just kicked about 80 people off. And I'm just trying to see what's going on. Put a 1 in the chat, Facebook right now, if you can see me, because it was about 80 people in here. And now it just kicked y'all off. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if y'all can see me, because I don't know what just happened. I just want to make sure if the stream is still going.
Like, I can tell you why. Cognitive dissonance is essentially when somebody who was doing what they said that they were going to do, and they were showing up and they were acting.
Okay, they're doing what they're supposed to do, and they were showing up, and then what happened?
Acting right, and they were essentially perfect. Slowly but
they were essentially perfect. Think about that. They were essentially perfect. Nobody's essentially perfect. You dummy.
Surely starts to not show up and not follow through and not do what they're supposed to do. And then your brain is like, oh my God, let me protect my emotions and my mental state. And I'm going to believe who you used to be is still who you are. When in fact,
that's it right there. I'm trying to believe what you used to be, you still are. But it's a possibility that you weren't that person ever. and who you are now is the person that you actually are. So let's just break this down in another way, just in case this went over somebody's head. What a lot of women deal with, and it's because of their own cognitive dissonance, purposeful, they do this on purpose. A guy love bombs her, right? A guy does all these awesome things for her in the beginning. And he makes a woman think that he's this amazing person. And then once he has her, because the thing about it is, the reason why it makes women like look stupid so much is because virtually every woman has dealt with this, and then they'll get with another dude and they'll deal with it again, and then blame the man for her dealing with something that she knew she was going to have to deal with. So a woman would literally get love bombed by a guy. Everybody's happy. They're skipping around happy, right? She'll say some dumb shit like this. She'll say, everything moves so fast. Oh my God, right? She'll say some dumb shit like that. And next thing you know, all of a sudden, he changes. And now he's somebody else. Well, when he changes, this is who he actually is. The same thing happened with Reesa Teesa and Legion. Reesa Teesa, because she was dumb, she moved Legion in the house within knowing him for a month. This was his diabolical plan. And then when he did this, he started paying all the bills to make her feel good. And then he stopped. And when you stop doing something, just like this woman said, you start thinking that I am not going to believe what just happened because he was doing this over here and he stopped. So I'm going to stay stuck on when he was doing something versus when he's not doing something, even though when he's not doing something, that's the actual reality of the whole situation. So you do not believe reality as a woman because you want to believe something different. Do you see the level of dysfunction of women? And then they turn around and get mad at men, but the man is showing you who he is, but you ignore what he's doing because what he was doing in the beginning made you feel better than what he's doing now. So in your mind, you feel like, well, he's capable of love. He's capable of taking care of you. He's capable of doing all these things. So you don't sit here and say, but he's not doing these things. Because in your mind, you say he's capable of doing these things because he once did these things. That is cognitive dissonance in a nutshell. You ignore the fact that he's no longer doing shit because he was doing shit in the beginning. So you stay stuck in the past like you're in some type of time machine and you're literally in a relationship with a man when he was doing these things, and you're no longer in a relationship with a man when he's not doing these things because you want to believe that he is capable of doing that. And whether it's tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now, he's going to sooner or later go back to who he was. But he wasn't that ever. That was his lying. That was his representation. He literally listened to you and you said, I want a man that pays all the bills. I want a man that does this. I want a man that listens to me. And he does this simply because you said you want it. But at some point, he's going to go back to who he actually is, which is the opposite of that. That is cognitive dissonance. And you women are not going to sit here and blame your own cognitive dissonance on us. You're the dummy.
That is not true. Reesa Teesa just unfortunately met an ugly ass piece of shit that took advantage of the fact that she wanted to be loved and that she was a nice person and a kind person and a sweetheart and had a life that he needed. And he took full advantage of that. This is not about.
Here we go. You ignored that Reesa Teesa wanted love and she was a nice person. Nobody cares that you're a nice person. Because at the end of the day, if you're fat, nobody cares that you're a nice person. You're fat. And I think that's the actual problem. Y'all love to sit around and ignore the fact that you're fat and say, well, I'm a nice person. You have to be more than a nice person to have anything in life. If you can't type well, but you're a nice person, a job that requires you to type well is not going to hire you. If you don't know how to articulate yourself and you get in front of it and you get on stage and you bumble over your words, but you're a nice person, they're not going to invite you back on the stage. You have to be more than a nice damn person in order to get whatever it is that you want in life. But all y'all want to do is sit here and say, I'm fat, but I'm a nice person. I'm broke, but I'm a nice person. Dudes do the same thing. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me see if it's a video. Because y'all think I'm focusing on the fat stuff. Where is the video? Here we go. Here's a dude that's a nice person, but he is treated like crap by women. Listen to this.
Happened in your dating experience to where you're now like,
It's a lot of pressure on black men, specifically dating black women. And I love black women. Social media and the culture has put a lot of pressure on us. This could be just based.
See, I want y'all to just listen to how he's victimizing himself and saying it's social media's fault why women take advantage of him. So I'm showing y'all a guy. This is a guy. Okay? He is simply a nice guy. And he doesn't understand why women are taking advantage of him. Listen to this. Ain't this is some stupid shit.
On environment. When I moved to Atlanta, women here are very entitled. And listen, I'm not blaming anybody, so I don't want this to turn into.
When you say entitled, though, what does entitled mean?
I'll say financially entitled. I feel extreme pressure, and I get hit on by white women. I get hit on by all kinds of, but when I get hit on by black women, I immediately feel this entitlement of. I gotta pay for something.
Wow.
I gotta pay your rent. I gotta help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I'm just saying what I've experienced. I'm not saying that's every woman. Nowadays, if I take somebody on a
$400
immediately, and I don't even drink. So if she drink, that's a couple hundred. The hookah's 45. Laptops is 50. Dessert. So by the time
valet,
I was just going to say valet.
So just listen to what he says. Keep listening to what he says.
And that's every woman. Nowadays, if I take somebody on a
$400
immediately, and I don't even drink. So if she drink, that's a couple hundred. The hookah's 45. Laptops is 50. Dessert. So by the time
valet,
I was just going to say valet. So we just spent $400 for me to see if you like me.
Say that again.
So it's like I'm spending. That's just the first date. You want to go out again? So I just spent $1,000 on 3 dates just to see if you might call me back or maybe text me back. And then because you're a beautiful woman, if you don't like me, you can go get the next man to do the same thing.
Well, here's the issue. As men. So did y'all hear what she said? Listen to what he said right here.
What happened in your dating experience to where you're now like,
It's a lot of pressure on black men, specifically dating black women. And I love black women. Social media and the culture has put a lot of pressure on us. This could be just based on environment. When I moved to Atlanta, women here are very entitled.
Here we go.
And listen, I'm not blaming anybody, so I don't want this to turn into.
When you say entitled, though, what does entitled mean?
I'll say financially entitled. I feel extreme pressure, and I get hit on by white women. I get hit on by all kinds of, but when I get hit on by black women,
Here we go. This is the victimization. Remember, I'm not talking about just women being fat. I'm talking about dudes being lame. I'm talking about anybody. Listen to this.
Immediately feel this entitlement of, I got to pay for something.
I got
to pay your rent. I got
to pay your rent.
Help you with your car note.
I got to help you with your car note.
Immediately within 2 weeks or
immediately within 2 weeks. Is he fat? No, that's what I'm saying. It's not about being fat. Reesa Teesa is fat. So her being fat isn't the only reason why people get taken advantage of. This dude is a cornball. So sometimes you're just a lame. And because you're a lame, you get taken advantage of. But my point is this. When you look at your life and all you can say about yourself is that you're a nice person, nobody cares about you being a nice person. You have to be more than a nice person. That is my point. I just want to give y'all another example of another person that got taken advantage of by the opposite sex simply because they think being a nice person is enough. He wasn't asking about the dude in the video. He was talking about you. What is who fat? Is who fat? I'm not fat. What are you talking about? All right, let's keep going.
Cognitive dissonance is a bitch. It will have you doing some things you ain't never did before. Now, this is coming from somebody who spent a night in jail and had to do a lot of therapy after being in a narcissistic relationship. And I was so confused on like, how did I allow all of this to happen? And I remember I went to my therapist and I was like, girl, I'm smarter than a fifth grader. Like, there's no way I let this man treat me like this. And she was like, I can tell you why. Cognitive dissonance is essentially when somebody who was doing what they said that they were going to do and they were showing up and they were acting right and they were essentially perfect, slowly but surely starts to not show up and not follow through and not do what they're supposed to do. And then your brain is like, oh my God, let me protect my emotions.
Here we go. Let me protect my emotions. And then what? Let me protect my emotions and do what? Start, what is the word? Disassociating my own self and my own present experience into the past. Let me disassociate myself from my present reality. I'll say it again. Let me disassociate myself from my present reality. That's what she's saying right here.
In my mental state, and I'm going to believe who you used to be is still who you are.
See, I'm going to believe who you used to be is still who you are. This is called disassociation. This is what women do. This is the reason why they end up getting in these bad situations, because they literally disassociate themselves from who they are or what they are experiencing, and they go back to when things were good. I actually call it your emotional treehouse. And all women want to do is blame men for their own issue. I was on YouTube too. Only I used to support my own ideas.
When in fact, that is not true. Reesa Teesa just unfortunately met an ugly ass piece of shit that took advantage of the fact that she wanted to be loved and that she was a nice person and a kind person and a sweetheart and had.
And just like I said with the guy who is getting taken advantage of women, nobody cares about you wanting to be loved. Nobody cares about you being a nice person. Nobody cares about you being a kind person. You have to have more attributes about yourself, physically, financially, spiritually, and verbally. You got to be able to articulate yourself also in order to get what you want. That guy was a lame. Exactly.
A life that he needed, and he took full advantage of that. This is not about like honeymoon phase or love bombing. This is somebody who is, their actions match their words, and then it slowly starts to not, and then they do stuff to reel you back in, and then you get let down again. It's just like trauma bonding.
But once you see the back and forth and the trauma bonding, how about you just separate? You dummy. But you just want to make it all about you. This is what we got to deal with women, y'all. It's like no matter what you do is your fault. And it's really sad. It's really, really, really sad. It's really sad. This is one of the reasons why I stay single. Because I don't want to deal with no stupid shit like this. I want to find somebody, but I don't want to deal with no stupid shit. I don't want to deal with no stupid shit. Because I don't deal with stupid shit in my life now. You know, I'm not going to exchange somebody's stupid ass way of thinking being around me for some ass. I get some ass anywhere. I'm not going through that. I'm not going through that. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, share this video, y'all.
Dissonance, so many different things. And there was nothing this poor woman could have done. The shitty thing is like you can't see the
There's nothing this poor woman could have done. It's nothing this poor woman could have done. It's nothing this poor woman could have done. Are you kidding me? There's nothing this poor woman could have done. It's nothing Reesa Teesa could have done. She could have dumped him earlier. She could have not moved him in her house within a month. Who does that? Like, only stupid people do that. And she could have lost weight and got her fat ass in the gym and made some changes that way. Because that would have affected her self-esteem, where she would have had more options. Have y'all ever heard of, let me know if y'all agree. Have y'all ever heard of a woman being in a relationship? She loses a whole bunch of weight. And next thing you know, she breaks up with the dude because now she has all these options. Have y'all ever heard of that? Have y'all ever heard of a woman that was fat? She gets with a dude. She loses, 200 pounds. And now she's attractive. And all of a sudden she leaves the dude because she has all these options. That, not saying that's a good thing, but that is what happens to your psyche when you lose weight. We hear that all the time. Exactly, simple truths, one-on-one. That's what I'm saying, y'all. That is what I'm saying. So the thing about it is, if you lose weight, you'll feel better about yourself. If you lose weight, you will feel better about yourself. You're not going to have a perfect life because this woman right here is small and she's attractive. And guess what? She got used also. But all I'm saying is, the more you look like a normal 140-pound woman, because that's the weight that every woman is supposed to be, 140 pounds. But the farther away from 140 pounds you are, the more problems you're going to have in your life, because you are aware that you're more than 140 pounds. And it affects your psyche and it affects your self-esteem. So get back down to 140 pounds until you get out and get some therapy to change the way you think, and then go out here and date people. What did she do with a 200-pound skin? I don't know. That sounds disgusting. Skin just hanging all off your body. Yeah. I don't know what she did with the 200-pound skin. That's gross.
shit coming from a mile away. The only thing that you can do to clock it is if you recognize that they are consistently being inconsistent. That's how you know.
Okay, I have one perspective on this Reesa Teesa situation that I haven't heard anybody else say. And the thing that I heard Reesa Teesa say, she made a lot of her decisions based on her interpretation of scripture. And she would often say, I felt like it was my turn. And this is something I hear people say a lot. Well, it's my turn. When is my turn coming? I've got to find the man that God has for me. And sometimes when we have this preconceived idea that something's coming, where it's harder for us to rely on our own intuition to make it.
All right, y'all. Right here, this is important. This is some type of life coach. This is important. So hold on one second. Let me do something. Don't want to do this. Hold on. No, I'm not going to do it.
I hear people say a lot. Well, it's my turn. When is my turn coming? I've got to find the man that God has for me. And sometimes when we have this preconceived idea, that's
the preconceived idea that It's my turn. I'm finally going to get the man that I always wanted. Think about that. It's my turn. I'm finally going to get what I always wanted from a man. This is the actual problem. And then you start, it goes back to the cognitive dissonance thing.
Sweetheart and had a life that he needed, and he took full advantage of that. This is not about like honey.
Somebody says 140 is skinny. I ain't even gonna say nothing about that. If you're not 140, you may want to lose weight. I'm sorry. Don't nobody want no 200-pound ass woman. Like, do what you want to do, because that's crazy. This woman literally said 140 pounds is skinny. No, 140 pounds is the ideal weight that you're supposed to be. See, all these big women are with these big back women. I don't even want to say that, but all these big women are so used to being fat and big where they don't even remember when they were 140 pounds. You don't even remember when you were 140 pounds. You actually think 140 pounds is skinny. That's so sad. That's so sad.
Moon phase or love bombing. This is somebody who is, their actions match their words, and then it slowly starts to not, and then they do stuff to reel you back in, and then you get let down again. It's just like trauma bonding, cognitive dissonance, so many different things. And there was nothing this poor woman could have done. The shitty thing is like you can't see this shit coming from a mile away. The only thing that you can do to clock it is if you recognize that they are consistent.
Well, if you buy my Deepest Discussions card game, you actually can see things from a mile away. Think about that. You can see things from a mile away if you sit down and have these deeper discussions with somebody. Every single person that you date, before y'all even go out on a date, you get on the phone with the person and say, hey, let's play this fun card game. I think it'll be interesting and we can get to know each other before, we even go out on a date to see if we're compatible with each other. And then they're like, all right, cool. And you open up the cards. And then boom, you have these cards, and now you're like, all right, and then you ask questions from the cards before you even go out on a date with a person. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? So the thing about it is, there is a way to see a narcissist coming from 100 miles away by buying my Deeper Discussion card game. The link is pinned in the chat. The link is under this video. The link is over this video. There's a way for you to find out whatever it is that you need to find out about the other person. It's really simple.
Being inconsistent. That's how you know.
Okay, I have one perspective on this Reesa Teesa situation that I haven't heard anybody else say. And the thing that I heard Reesa Teesa say, she made a lot of her decisions based on her interpretation of scripture. And she would often say, I felt like it was my turn. And this is something I hear people say a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's my turn. When is my turn coming? I've got to find the man that God has for me. And sometimes when we have this preconceived idea that something's coming, where it's harder for us to rely on our own intuition to make the decision when the thing is kind of in front of us, because now we are using scripture, relationship, we are using expectations to make the decision for us instead of us.
Y'all hear that, right? We're using expectations to make the decision for us. Think about that.
Us being in the moment. She's talking
in the moment. Remember, I talked about cognitive dissonance. It's about not being in the moment, and you disassociate yourself from the present moment, and you literally take yourself mentally and emotionally back to when the man was doing nice things for you. But after he stopped doing nice things for you, you stop being in the moment. That's what this woman is saying.
It's about, I saw the red flags, but I didn't believe them. And then she would quickly kind of say, because I thought it was my turn. And I have a very difficult thing to say.
And this is what Reesa Teesa said. She's literally talking about Reesa Teesa. This is what Reesa Teesa said.
But life isn't guaranteed that way. right? There aren't a lot of guarantees that everyone will get the same things. House, partner, children, career of your dreams. It would be wonderful to get those things. I say strive to make sure you do things that set you up to get those things, but they're not necessarily guaranteed. And so when we start to make the assumption that these things are guaranteed, we can start to blind ourselves to the reality of what might be in front of us.
Part 33, who the fuck did I marry? The morning of June 17th, which was his birthday. So I go in there and I just calmly sit on the edge of the bed and I was like, can we talk? And he was like, yeah, what's up? I said,
so this right here is when Reesa Teesa kicks this man out the house on his birthday. Is that a good thing, bad thing, or what, for a woman to literally kick her boyfriend out of her house on his birthday? Like, should I just look at the other details and say she should have? I just think that's kind of cold. What do y'all think, though? She kicks this man out of the house on his birthday.
To him, I said, Legion. Obviously, I called him his name. Legion. I said, I'm gonna ask you something. I just want you to be honest with me. So he starts, I can already see in his eyes, he's about to get defensive. And I was like, calm. Because this is the tone I had. Calm. I said, you never went to San Diego State, did you? He rolls his eyes and he's like, I said, calm down. Watch your tone.
Who you talking to? Like, ain't no woman finna be telling me calm down and watch my tone. First of all, who you talking to, Reesa Teesa? That's the first thing.
Never went to San Diego State. I said, you never lived in California, did you? And he said, of course I lived in California. He's like, I fucking showed you the house I had in California. He said, I told you about San Diego State. I was a private citizen. My dad paid for me to be a private citizen. And I said, okay.
Bruh, calm down, watch your tone is so disrespectful. But I want y'all to think about this. You live in her house. If you're a man and you live in a woman's house, you are literally her bitch. So you have to calm down and watch your tone because you're in her house. You are her pet. So for you men who live with women, she can tell you, shut up. She can tell you to calm down and watch your tone because you live in her house like a bum. So for you men that live in women's houses, shut up because you're a bum.
Said I called San Diego State. And he looked at me. His eyes were like empty. Like he wasn't shocked. He wasn't like, oh my God. He was just more like, okay. I said, they have no record of you. I said, they have no record because you never went. You never been to California. So at this point, I'm very calm. And I'm just stating, I said, you've never been to California. I said, I bet you've only lived in Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island. At this point, now there's a little emotion behind the eyes. And I said, I don't think that this is going to work. And he said, what, the marriage? He was like, so what you saying? You don't want to be married to me anymore? And I said, I don't want to be married to you anymore. I said, we need to go our separate ways. We tried.
On his birthday. On his birthday, y'all. Should I feel bad for Legion when she's kicking him out on his birthday? I'm asking y'all. Should we feel bad for Legion when this woman is kicking him out on his birthday? Should we feel bad for him? Because I don't know. But damn, not on the man's birthday. But it gets worse.
But we need to go our separate ways. The way that I'm talking to you all is exactly how I was talking to him. And so he was like, that's not what marriage is. marriage is, you have to fight for what you want. I said, I don't want this. And I don't want to fight for it. I said, I don't want you, and I don't want this. And so he was like, I'm not giving up on the two of us. I said, you don't have a choice. I said, I think that you should call your brother or your sister now. And I think that you need to pack a bag. And I think you need to get the fuck out my house.
Oh, okay. That's how you feel? And everybody on Facebook, put a 1 in the chat, because I want to make sure y'all can see me, because I don't know what happened to my Facebook stream, but I don't know if it cut off or what. So put a 1 in the chat if you can see me on Facebook.
And he was like, I don't really have time for this. I don't feel what I said. I don't care. You need to get out of my house. Again, the way I know y'all are going to be like, she's so dramatic. And in real, I am actually a very dramatic person. But the way that I'm talking to you guys on this video is exactly how I was talking to him in the beginning of how this started. So I said, you need to call your brother or call your sister, because she's in Douglasville, and you need to go stay there. You need to get out of this house today. Basically what happened was, at first, he refused. He wasn't moving fast enough for me.
He wasn't moving fast enough for me.
And so he called his aunt. And his aunt was on speakerphone. Let me preface that. She was on speakerphone.
Why is a man calling his aunt? All right, this sounds like loser behavior. This man sounds like a whole loser. She literally said he called his aunt. What man calls his aunt? That's kind of weird. My woman, if I'm getting into it with my woman, I'm not going to sit here and call my aunt. What am I calling my aunt for? For what? What am I calling my aunt for?
And so she was like, what's going on? And he was like, my wife don't want me no more. She claimed that I'd be lying to her. I ain't never lied to her. When I heard this, what's the analogy I can give y'all? When I heard him say to his aunt, I ain't never lied to her before, something in me snapped. I'm not a violent person, but I was there. That statement, I ain't never lied to her, took me there. I went off. I went off. I went off so bad that first of all, every part of me was shaking. I called my mom. My mom was on speakerphone.
Why do women always say they're shaking? You're not shaking. Like every part of me was shaking. Nothing was shaking. Why do women do that? Why are women so over dramatic? Did she marry him? Yeah, she married him. This is how stupid this woman is. She married him. He was a homosexual, just for the record, and he found a fat woman on Plenty of Fish, and his agenda was to find a way to move in with this fat woman as soon as possible, because he was living in his car. He moves in with her, and now I think in his mind, he wanted to solidify everything, I guess. And he literally married the damn woman so he can have a mommy for life. So he married her in order to have a mommy for life. And next thing you know, because he thinks if he marries her, she's never going to divorce him, because I don't know. But yeah, he married her. And next thing you know, he ain't got to do nothing now because they married. But that's.
And she's in Arkansas. My mom's a praying woman. I was cussing like a sailor. My mom finally said, put him on the phone. So I gave him the phone, and I'm standing there and I'm looking around the room. It's the scene that I remember is the Angela Bassett scene in Waiting to Exhale, when her eyes are darting around the room right before she grabs everything to put it in the car to set it on fire. I was more so looking at what weapons were in the room: the lamp, the TV, the dresser. I was looking more. While she was talking to him, my eyes were darting around the room, because if he did not get his ass up and get his shit and get up out of my house, it was going to be bad. If I've never in my life been on TikTok and said, had it not been for the blood, y'all.
For the blood? What the hell is she talking about? She said, had it not been for the blood. What blood? What? And I want to say this. I watched this Reesa Teesa crap because so many people was like, you gotta watch this and that. I'm like, I'm not watching this dumb shit, right? Some woman, complaining about her own stupid decisions. Oh, the blood of Jesus. What is the blood of Jesus? The blood of Jesus? What they got to do with anything? What does it? So what I learned from watching this stupid shit, I watched from 33 to 38. I didn't watch the whole thing because somebody DM'd me and said she kicked him out on his birthday, right? Reesa Teesa kicked Legion out on his birthday. That's what made me want to do this video. I was like, oh, wow. Let me see what happened. What did this man do to make her kick him out on his birthday? So that's the reason why I did it. But one of the things I want to say is, how do you women listen to other women tell stories about stuff? Like, who wants to hear this mess? I'm open to talk about it and listen to it, whatever, but y'all actually be listening to women talk. What's up, lovely me? Y'all literally be listening to women talk, and y'all don't get nothing out of it. At least if I listen to a woman babble about some dumb shit, I'm gonna tell her, all right, you done talking, roll over, so bend over. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even get the luxury of bending her over after she babbles about stupid shit. Y'all actually listen to a woman talk and then don't get nothing out of it. That's crazy to me. That is literally crazy, because listening to this woman talk, and she has over 300 million views in all her TikTok videos, I'm like, who listens to this bullshit? Who listens to this bullshit? I'm confused. But yeah, nice hoodie. Thank you. It's on sale. The link is buy my Deep Discussions card game. That link is also where you can buy my hoodies also. So you can buy my family empowerment hoodies with that same link that is in this chat. The link is pinned in this chat, but it says card game, but you buy my shirts with that same link. And the link is under this video also. So you can buy my shirt, you can buy my Deeper Discussions card game, 81 cards in this card game, all in that one link. What's something you want in a relationship? A fit woman, a woman that has gotten therapy, like a woman that goes to the gym on a normal basis. That's one of the things.
I know this is gonna sound dramatic. I know this is gonna sound like, girl, you so funny. You don't understand. Had it not been for the Lord on my side.
Ma'am, who cares? What happened next? This is how y'all tell stories? Just tell us what's happening next. I don't give a damn about this theatrical shit.
Had it not been for the fact that...
Had it not been for the blood of Jesus. Ma'am, what happened next? Shit.
I know I got a praying mother. I know I had a praying aunt. I know I've had a praying grandmother in heaven, because I'm telling you, I clearly saw what was getting ready.
You did not clearly see anything. And even if you clearly seen something, who cares? Just tell the damn story. It wasn't for the blood of Jesus. You're a woman. What are you going to do to this man? This man is like 6'4". What are you going to do to this man? Can you shut up, lady? If it wasn't for the blood. Do you see how women just sit around and babble? She literally sits around babbling. You're not going to do anything to this 6'4" man. And you can't do anything to this 6'4" man. So either Call the police or shut up.
To happen.
Exactly. We need to stop blaming God for our mistakes. Exactly.
Had he not gotten up, got his shit, and got out of my house. So I'm just trying to
You wouldn't have done nothing, ma'am. You wouldn't have done nothing. You're fat, but you still got your ass beat.
I only say this because I'm trying to calmly tell this story because the rage had taken over me.
Do you see how long it's taking her to get to the next part of the story? She just spent 5 minutes explaining that she was mad. Nobody cares. Why do women do this? She just spent 5 whole minutes simply saying she's mad. Talking about the blood of Jesus. What are you talking about?
The pure, unadulterated.
Oh my God! Now, the pure, unadulterated. Ma'am! I wanted to play this for y'all, right? Because some of y'all didn't watch this dumb shit, but a lot of people wanted to hear about it, right? So this is an interesting part when she puts him out on his birthday. I was like, this is interesting. But goddamn, man. This is what y'all be doing when y'all be talking and shit. I never want to talk to y'all asses if y'all have to explain why she keeps babbling.
That I felt when he said to his aunt, I never lied to her, after I had discovered only 2% of the lies at that point. Just 2%. So it was enough for me to be like, you need to get your stuff and go. So my mother gets on the phone and she says to him, Legion, she called him by name. She said, I am not there to control my daughter. She said, in the name of Jesus, get your stuff and get out that house because I think she might kill you.
Jesus.
Get out.
What is in the name of this name of Jesus stuff? Ain't nobody scared of your little fat roly-poly ass, ma'am. What you a little fat woman, like, who do you want to beat up? What are you talking about?
Out of the house. She's on my phone. His aunt is on his phone. His aunt said, nephew.
Nobody's on the phone with the police. They're on the phone with their aunties. Why? Why? Do you realize that you can't put a man out? 1, he's your husband. 2, there has been no domestic, squabble. And 3, you're supposed to give a person 30 days to move out in Georgia. I'll say it again. 1, there was no domestic squabble. 2, they're married. And 3, you're supposed to give a person 30 days to get out of a house that they live in. So you wasn't going to do nothing to this man. And the reason why she was on the phone with her auntie and not the damn police is simply because she knew she was wrong for kicking this man out on his damn birthday.
Come home. Home for her was Philly. She said, I'll send you money. Come home. Leave that house right now. She said,
I'll send you money. I'll send you money. I'll send you money. You don't have enough money to fly to Philly? You don't have enough money to fly to Philadelphia? But this is what I'm saying. A lot of you ladies are bum breeders, loser choosers, and pookie pickers. Y'all love broke dudes. This man had to hear his auntie say, I'll send you some money. This is sad. Hit a like button, y'all. There's 3 buttons up here, and y'all hit the 3 buttons so y'all can hit the like button.
Because I think that woman is about to kill you. Let's just go to part 34. Let's all just take a deep breath.
So real quick, y'all, everybody watching, there's 3 buttons at the top of your screen. You touch the 3 buttons, and then you'll be able to hit the like button. Boom. That's all you got to do. Everybody do that real quick. Everybody watching, everybody do that real quick. There you go. I appreciate y'all doing it. So there's 3 buttons at the top of the screen. Just hit it, and then you'll see a thumbs up button, and just hit it, and then bring it back down. Everybody, come on. Real quick. Just real quick. It's 3 buttons. Hit the little 3 buttons. You'll see a like button, and then boom. Just like that. Just do that for me. Appreciate y'all. And of course, buy my card game. The link is in the chat, and the link is under the video.
Part 34. Who the fuck did I marry? So the aunt told him, I'll send you money, come home. I'm yelling in the background, by the way. I'm not standing there calmly. I'm yelling. I said, oh, he got money. Yeah, you got money. You got money in that offshore account, right? You got money in that chicks account.
See, you got money, but this is what I'm saying, y'all. He got with this fat woman because he doesn't have any money. Do you think he would have gotten with a fine woman, an attractive woman, a fit woman, if he had no money? The answer is no. This is what happens with women when they be overweight. They get taken advantage of. Sorry, but it is what it is.
Account. You got money to drive. So do what you got to do. I told him, and I'm not going to repeat some of the stuff I said because my mom might see this TikTok. But I did tell him, I was like, if you don't get out of this house, actually what I said was, you have 2 options. You're either going to leave this house voluntarily or you're going to leave this house involuntarily. And he tried to get a little nucky buck. He tried. And that's when, because he was still on the bed, still laying in the bed. He was just like, you ain't gonna do shit. Like, don't talk to me like you done lost your fucking mind. And I calmly got close to him. I got like this close. And I literally said, I will beat you like the bitch you are.
Oh.
I dare you to try me.
Uh-oh.
I said, I will literally beat you like the male bitch you are.
Damn.
And so when I said that, his eyes were like, I said, I'm not even playing. Because at this point, I'm rocking like back and forth. Y'all, again, I'm not some hardened type chick. I'm not. I want the soft lifestyle, but I haven't pushed to the point. So I'm rocking, I'm walking back, I'm pacing. So finally, his aunt was able to get through to him. I had called my mother, my aunt. I had called the pastor. I had called all these people because I did know that I was in a very dangerous place.
Why don't you call the police, ma'am? But you can't, because you can't call the police because do you hear how she's saying she don't call my aunt? I don't call my aunt. I don't call all these other. The reason why she ain't called the police is because she knows she was wrong, because legally you cannot put this man out. 1, he's your husband. 2, he didn't do nothing to you. You're the one that's threatening him. So you would have got put out. And 3, you supposed to legally give somebody 30 days to evacuate or to vacate a place that they live. So do you see how dysfunctional these women are? She's the victim, but she's the one who is threatening to hit the man, threatening to fight the man, and threatening to put the man out, and he legally could stay for 30 days. But she's the victim though, right? How is she the victim?
I'm scared of him. At this point, I was scared of me. I could not believe that even with the attempt of me trying to give him one life.
She said, at this point, I'm scared of me. If you don't shut your dumb ass up, lady.
As opportunity to tell me the truth, he still lied in my face. I was at my edge. So I yanked the covers back, and I told him, I was like, get up, get the fuck out of my house. Again, I'm saying it calmly on here.
Yo, Carl says thug victim life. That's hilarious. Thug victim life. Everybody, y'all hit the 3 buttons at the top and hit the like button. When you on this particular thing, you got to hit the 3 buttons at the top and then hit the like button. Y'all do that for me.
There was nothing calm in the house when this happened. So I'm throwing stuff up against the wall. I remember I looked at the lamp. He looked at me looking at the lamp. And I think something in him realized, okay, yeah, I'm in pain, but if I don't get up, she's going to do something with that lamp. So he does get up.
Oh,
He is still on the phone
now
with the
she
aunt.
threatened to
The
hit
aunt
him
was
with a
pretty much
lamp.
like, keep me on the phone.
Do you see how violent this woman is? Now she talking about a lamp. She talking about hitting the man over the head with a lamp. Like, okay, we in the whole movies right here. Do y'all see that? Wow, that's crazy.
She did not want him to hang up. He throws some stuff together. Again, keep in mind, he has all his stuff in the house. So he basically packed like 2 bags worth of clothes. And he's...
Exactly. If she called the police, she's the one going to jail. She's the one going to jail.
Limping around, and I'm standing in the hallway watching him like a probation officer. So he's limping around, and I'm looking at the condition of the bedroom. This is when I noticed Legion had been semi-bedridden. Remember, I told y'all that because the knee and other stuff.
So this man had a knee issue, and he was bedridden, and she's up there threatening to hit the man with a lamp. On his birthday, by the way. The man is bedridden because of some knee problem. It's his birthday, and she's in the room threatening to hit the man with a lamp. Interesting.
I look at these bottles of Powerade because he had been drinking Powerade so much at this point. He was not getting up to go to the bathroom. He was drinking the Powerade and then using the empty bottles to pee in.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. That is disgusting. She said he would drink Powerade. Exactly, Cookie. Somebody called Tyler Perry. He was drinking Powerade and drank the Powerade and would pee in the bottle and lay the bottle back on the floor instead of going to the bathroom. She did say he was bedridden though. So maybe he couldn't go. He couldn't. I don't know. Does anybody know what his problem was with his knee? She said, because I didn't watch the whole story. I'm just going from 33 to 38. And I don't know. Does anybody know?
So there was about 6 bottles around the bed. And I was like, what is this? Because again, I hadn't really been going in that room. I was busy being CIA, FBI, and Homeland Security for the past 2 weeks. So I was like, what is this? He was like, I'm gonna throw it out. He grabbed the trash bag, put the bottles in there. And I said, what are in those bottles? I said, tell me. And I think I started like twitching. Like, tell me. That is not piss in those bottles. He was like, I couldn't make it to the bathroom. I was in too much pain. So at this point, I'm even more like, yeah, get the fuck out. Get out. Get out of my house. So I helped him. While he was packing his bags, I went downstairs. I took the house key off of his keys. I went back upstairs. He had his 2 bags. I grabbed the 2 bags. Yes, I did. I grabbed the 2 bags. I had opened up the garage. I had already popped the trunk for his car and threw the bags in the car. I did that because I was like, you getting out of this house. You getting out of this house today. You can't come back. You can't come back ever. So it took him about 2 hours from the time of I will beat you like the bitch you are for him to actually leave the house. Again, I'm calm telling y'all this story. It was not.
So you running around saying I'm gonna beat you like the bitch you are, and you're a victim. And you're a victim, but you're running around telling men that you're gonna beat them like the bitch they are. Wow.
Not calm in the house. So he eventually puts on some sweatpants. Now I can really see how much weight he has lost. But he puts on some sweatpants, he puts on a shirt, he's limping down. He's like, you really gonna kick me out on my birthday?
You really gonna kick me out on my birthday? And he's limping, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with the man. And I don't want to make the man the victim, but the man is limping. He lost a bunch of weight and It's his birthday? Golly, man.
I just looked at him. Opened the door. He went through the garage, got into his car, called it. His aunt was still on the phone, and she was like, "I'm gonna send you some money." And that's the part I was like, clearly he has the money. Like, you ain't got to send him money. He doesn't even have to go to Philly. He can just go get a hotel for now. I don't care what he does. He just gotta leave his house. So he ends up getting in the car, driving off. My mom calls, and she's just like, is he still there? Said no. I had not told her what all he had lied about. Even in the midst of me being angry and me going off, I never told him that I spoke to the ex-wife. I never told him I knew he was lying about the stepdaughter, because then he would have asked how, what makes you say that? So I did keep my word. I never told him I spoke to her. So he eventually left. I text a friend of mine. I text my landlord. I said, I have an emergency. I need to know if it is okay to get the locks changed. Landlord was like, that's fine. My landlord was super cool. Shout out to Mr. Patel. I went to Home Depot, bought brand new locks.
All right, let me fast forward again a little bit.
He would call me that he got to Philly. Apparently he left Georgia and immediately went to Philly. So he immediately went to Philly.
So here's another example of how you can tell this man, Legion, is a bum. He could have got a hotel room, or he could have went somewhere else. This man leaves her house and drives straight to Philly. He drives from Atlanta to Philly. Why? Because he needs somewhere to live. This man is a straight bum. This is what happens with these dudes. He's trying to go live with his cousin or his mama or something. Like, what kind of grown man just drives to his mama house in Philly? And if y'all know how these row houses are in Philly, those row houses be looking disgusting. So who the hell wants to live with another person in one of them Philly row houses? Ugh.
And he did text me and said that he made it to Philly and he was staying at his aunt's house. I know that this is a short part. That's okay, because what we're doing now is I went through how we met. I went through how we dated. I went through how we got married. Now I'm taking you all to June 17th. The week after June 17th, he's in Philly. He still would call me. He still would text me. The conversations we were having.
Exactly. Straight bum behavior.
The week after June 17th. So this would be June 18th up to the 24th. The conversations we were having had to do with divorce. So who's going to file? And he was like, well, I don't want a divorce. I'm going to fight you on it. Are you?
Sir, you ain't got
really?
No money.
Are you going to fight me on the divorce?
He ain't got no money to fight her with a divorce. He ain't got nowhere to stay.
I didn't know anything about filing for divorce. But I refused to stay in a place of ignorance.
All right, let me fast forward, because she's going to start talking about something about the divorce.
I paid. And then I already had the documents where he would have needed to sign so that it could then be entered into.
Fast forward again, because she talking about the divorce.
Around lying on his dad, saying that his dad had kids outside of his mom in like 2016.
I'm fast forward a little bit, y'all.
So this is now 3 people that she's naming that I recall him having either a story about or a phone call with, and she's telling me that they are all passed away. So this is when the conversation kind of changes, and she's like, you know what? She said, let me speak to the older brother. And so she said, he's telling us that he has family in Augusta. So at this.
I fast forward a little bit because I don't care about this stupid mess she's talking about. So now she's saying something about Philly to Augusta. So let me back up just a little bit and find out what happened in Philly.
Had driven to Philly, lied to his family, and said I had cheated on him, that he caught me, and that the guy I cheated on him with was a law enforcement officer who used his gun to threaten him to get out the house. None of that was true.
Okay.
At some point while he was in Philly, he ran out of options in terms of where he could stay. Family members did not want him to stay with them.
Okay. So right here, a grown man gets kicked out of his house or her house. He drives to Philly to live with family members. They kicked him out. He has to be a bum. They kicked him out. Remember, I think he's 6'4", so it's a big ass dude trying to come live in your house. So they kicked him out. So now, since his family in Philly kicks him out, he drives to Augusta, apparently to more family members. All this gas money he spent, he could have gotten a damn Airbnb or something.
Apparently, a lot of bridges were burned, according to the female cousin I had talked to on the phone. So he left Philly.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can Google. You can Google anything. How much gas does it take to get from Atlanta to Philly in a car? Okay, it takes 32 gallons of gas, and based on the current prices, that would be $100 for gas expenses. You can Google anything. That's crazy. So it takes 32 gallons of gas for a car that gets 25 miles per gallon. So it takes 32 gallons of gas to drive from Atlanta to Philly, and at $3.20 a gallon, that is $100. He could have gotten a $40 a night Airbnb in Atlanta and could have stayed in that Airbnb for 3 days instead of all this mess he's doing, driving all over the damn world. Because not only did he drive from Atlanta to Philly, now let's see, how many gallons of gas does it take to drive from Philadelphia to Augusta, Georgia? Okay, let's see. To be honest with you, because it didn't come up, because apparently nobody cares about Augusta. So if it costs $100 to drive from Atlanta to Philadelphia, it probably costs another $150 to drive from Philadelphia to Augusta. So this man done spent $250 on gas trying to live in somebody's house. He could have got a 40 just in the hood somewhere. He could have got an Airbnb for $40 a night and had what? A nice week of, so he can get his mind clear instead of running. Yo, this man is an idiot.
Left Philly.
Everybody hit the little button at the top. Is 3 prongs, three buttons. Hit that button at the top and then hit the like button, please, if you can. Can you play me the song "I Just Lost My Dog"? I don't care about your little stupid dog.
And went to Augusta. Yes, what you were hearing is correct.
I'll play your song if you buy my card game. Link is in the chat.
Drove from Georgia to Philly. Stayed in Philly for about 3-4 days. Left Philly, drove back to Georgia, went to Augusta. Keep in mind, if you have lost your notes at this point, he was raised in Philly and did high school in Augusta before he went to California. So he has family in Augusta. So at this point, he's on his way to Augusta to stay with a new set of people. The reason why this is important is because what I have is a divorce settlement agreement. That divorce settlement agreement has to be signed by the two of us, where we are basically telling the court, look, this is what he's keeping, this is what I'm keeping. I need his signature. Let me repeat that.
So now she needs his signature to divorce him.
Coming to Augusta. My aunt and my little cousin probably need to put that in there. I did not recognize the man that I was legally married to. So when I saw him get out of the car,
okay, here we go.
I immediately knew, you probably have not washed in 3 days. I'm not overreacting.
What?
His nails had not been cut, so his nails were a bit long. He smelled like the Chattahoochee dump on a hot summer.
This man has not taken a shower.
Georgia day, he stunk so bad. And for a moment,
Yo, for those who are saying dumb shit in my comments, I ain't got no problem with it. Just say more dumb shit. So right now, to the people who saying dumb shit in my comments, say more dumb shit. Just keep typing more dumb shit in my comments. Keep going. To the people who saying dumb shit about cereal and songs, type more. Just type more dumb shit in the comments. Keep going. Right now. Type more dumb shit in the comments. Come on. More dumb shit. Just don't curse. Type more dumb shit in the comments right now. Come on. Let's do something. Right now. Don't curse. Don't say nothing derogatory, but type more dumb shit in the comments. Whatever. Just type something. Just say something. Just keep going. Smiley faces. Laughing emojis. Come on. There you go. Can you make a booger talk? There you go. Just say dumb shit. There you go. Just don't say shit. Say dumb stuff. Just whatever. Emojis. Laughing emojis. Whatever. Come on. Go. Let's go.
I did not recognize the man that I was legally married to. I did not recognize him. He almost looked, what's the word he made? Emancipated? If I may be saying,
tell me a joke in the comments.
Be mispronouncing it. But the way someone looks when they...
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Lost so much weight and it's almost like your skin and bones. He looked homeless. He smelled homeless. And my heart just kind of broke.
Don't say the exact same thing over and over again. Fishing, whatever your name is. Say different dumb shit, not the same dumb stuff. There we go.
It kind of did. I'll be honest, it kind of broke. It did not break enough for me to not get that signature though. So when he walked into the UPS store, you clearly could see that some of the people were like, let me get away from him. Me, I just was like, okay, so I just need you to sign right here, and I just need you to sign right there. Okay, and then the woman...
Okay, so he signs the divorce papers, right? He signs the divorce papers. See, now there's more people in here. So the more you type, the more people come in because YouTube pushes the video out farther, the more y'all are typing. So just keep saying just random whatever. Just keep saying stuff. Just don't say the same thing over and over again. Just keep saying stuff, but don't say the same thing over and over again.
And Lauren came over and notarized the papers. And then we were done because he signed a divorce agreement. He didn't even read it.
Watch here. He signed the divorce papers, but he did not read what he signed. I recorded this whole thing, but I did not listen to all of it because I don't want to listen to this bull crap unless I'm on live, right? So I do not know what she's about to say. But for this woman to say he signed the divorce papers without reading it, and she's a woman, you already know something is in that divorce decree that don't supposed to be in there. Let's see what she says.
He didn't even read it. Reason why I'm pointing that out is because he didn't.
He didn't read the divorce papers.
And read the part where what's left in the house now belongs to me.
Why? 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 Why would you do this to this man? This man was living in this house with her. They're married. He lied about some stuff, which he's wrong for. She puts him out illegally, threatens to hit him with a lamp. She threatens him over and over again with physical violence. He obliges, leaves all of his stuff. He just grabs some stuff and leaves out the house, and she finds him has a divorce decree saying what's mine is mine, is what's yours is yours, but she has an addendum in the divorce decree that says whatever is left in the house is hers. His stuff is still at her house. So she literally just legally stole all of his stuff. Bro. But she's the victim though, right? She's the victim, right? This shit is sad.
Where he took technically what he was going to take. Everything else in that home belongs to me.
But she's the victim though. But she's the freaking victim. We're talking, this is Reesa Teesa, the little fat chick on TikTok.
Remember, I told y'all he had left all his Invicta watches. He had left all his WWE championship belts, his Jordans, a lot of his clothes, his Cole Haans. He had left all that stuff. He never even read the divorce agreement. So
that's why you do not trust women. Everybody type in the chat, do not trust women. Everybody type in the chat, do not trust women. Type in the chat, do not trust women. Do not trust women. This shit is nuts. Everybody type in the comments, do not trust women.
Signed it. I signed it. Lauren notarized it. We leave the store. It kind of did. I'll be honest, it kind of broke. It did not break enough for me to not get that signature though. So when he walked into the UPS store, you clearly could see that some of the people were like, let me get away from him. Me, I just was like, okay, so I just need you to sign right here, and I just need you to sign right there. Okay, and then a woman named Lauren came over and notarized the papers, and then we were done because he signed a divorce agreement.
Because you women know not to trust y'all. Rhonda says, I'm a woman. Why would I say that? Because you are a woman. You know not to trust you. What are you talking about?
He didn't even read it. He didn't even read it.
He didn't even
reason why I'm pointing
that
out is because he didn't read the part where what's left in the house now belongs to me.
Yo.
Where he took technically what he was going to take.
Bro,
everything else in that home
shit,
belongs
bro.
to me. Remember, I told y'all he had left all his Invicta watches. He had left all his WWE championship belts, his Jordans, a lot of his clothes, his Cole Haans. He had left all that stuff. He never even read the divorce agreement.
Bro.
So he signed it. I signed it. Lauren notarized it. We leave the store, and I said, "Have you eaten?" And he was like, "Yeah, I ate." It's just
you don't stall all this man's stuff. Now you're gonna ask this man, has he eaten?
My knee. So again, he's talking about the knee, but if you saw him, you would know there's way more to it than the knee. So I said to him, "Look, since you met me here, let me give you some money so you can get you some chicken nuggets." Yeah, that's what I said. You can get you some chicken nuggets. So I believe I gave him like $5 or $6. Go get you some chicken. I think I Zelled it to him actually. Just go get you some.
You illegally kicked this man out of his house on his birthday. You legally kicked this man out of your house on his birthday. And you find him in Augusta and you give him $6 to buy some chicken nuggets. Knowing at this particular point, this man is in dire straits because that's the reason why he drove to Augusta, because he ain't got nowhere to stay. And the only thing you can do is give him $5. And he's a man. I get it, but golly, man. You don't stole all the stuff that is at the house that is his.
Some food. Then because where he parked was not far. It was like, okay, I'm parked here. He's parked in front of me in the other row. So there's that aisle that you can drive down. So I walked into the car and I saw the condition of the inside of the car. And that
everybody right now, and these are new people, so I'm not talking to the people that already know this. Everybody right now watching, hit the 3 buttons at the top so you can hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Right now, everybody watching, hit the 3 buttons at the top. There's 3 buttons at the top right here. hit it and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Right now, hit the 3 buttons at the top, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Right now, like button, subscribe button. Some of y'all are not subscribed to my channel. Hit the like button and subscribe button. The 3 buttons at the top. It's 3 little buttons. Hit it, hit the like button, subscribe. Like, subscribe. And then make sure to hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time I go live. Do that right now for me. We're talking about Reesa Teesa and how this woman has been lying to all of us. Now I'm probably going to do another live stream about this shit. She's been lying to all of us, acting like she was a victim. And now we're finding out that she actually is abusive.
That's when I knew he's been living in his car. He's been living in his car. So clearly, I no longer had a question of, so where's this offshore account? Where's the U.S. bank savings account? Where's the checking account? Didn't have that question anymore. Because if you had money, you would be living in your car. You would not be in the same clothes that you were in when you left my house on June 17th. And this is now June 25th.
Same clothes on? From June 17th to June 25th, he had the same clothes. You kicked this man out the house and you didn't even get a man a chance to pack because you threatened to hit the man with a lamp. Damn.
So
damn.
He was like, I'm gonna be all right. I'm about to start a new job. I'm gonna be cool. I got a family member I can stay with. Everything's gonna be okay. All right. I said, I will let you know when the divorce is granted. I said, I will send you a copy of the divorce decree. And he was like, okay. He said, well, how long do you think that's gonna take? I said, I'm not sure. I thought I had to wait 30 days before I could file the divorce agreement settlement form. And then the judge would grant it in 30 days. So basically, this is like June 25th. I'm looking at the end of August that it would take for the divorce to be granted, assuming there were no hiccups, assuming he didn't decide he was going to pull a fast one. So I told him, I was like, I'm going to file this. And then once we get the divorce decree, I'll send you a copy. He said, okay. He got in his car. I got in my car. I drove all the way back home and he went to wherever he went. Next part is the next series of lies that I was faced with.
That's it. I don't care anymore. This woman is a narcissist running around gaslighting TikTok to make TikTok think that he is the narcissist. But no, she is the terrible person in this situation because at the end of the day, her dumbass is the one that got with this dude and realized that he was a bum. But instead of saying, you're a bum, get away from me, you moved this bum into your house, y'all get married, and then you find out he was lying, which is understood, and you kick the man out on his birthday. Don't let him take his stuff due to the fact that you threatened to hit him with a lamp. So to keep him from, becoming a part of this some type of domestic situation, he just said, okay, and just leaves out the house, don't really take no clothes. And now you get the divorce paperwork done. You find him, you get him to sign the papers. He doesn't read the paper. And unbeknownst to him, she now can keep everything that he has in the house. So this man ain't got no clothes, no nothing, except for what's in his car. But he's a narcissist. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. But that's all I got, y'all. I might touch on this again because after just watching this, because I did not watch this when I was downloading the videos. I just put the videos together and just came on here and we're here watching it. So I didn't hear any of this because I didn't want to sit around and watching this mess, but I just wanted to share with y'all and my actual real time reaction to this dysfunctional woman, dysfunctional man, in this dysfunctional situation. But altogether, the number one thing we can get from this is if you are overweight, don't date. Because this is most likely going to be your situation. You're going to attract a dude that needs somewhere to stay. Because no man in his right mind, unless he's mentally ill or homeless, is going to want to be with an extremely overweight woman like Reesa Teesa. Reesa Teesa is around 280 to 300 pounds. Don't no man on this planet, or in America that is, want to be with a woman that's almost 300 goddamn pounds. So if you're 300 pounds, don't date. Because the only man that will want to be with you is a bum that needs somewhere to stay. So with all that being said, I am out of here. All right. So I tried something different, and I actually kind of like this. Let me ask y'all just a question. Do y'all like interacting on here better, or do y'all like interacting on the normal YouTube screen better? Just a question. Because I kind of like this. Because it's kind of like up front and close. I don't know. But do y'all like it better like this, or do y'all like it the way I was doing it before? Just say like this or the other way. Type in like this or the other way. Because I kind of like this. Come on, y'all. Y'all like it like this or the other way? Say like this, the other way. Hello? Okay, y'all saying like this? Okay. Yeah, I kind of like it. Because it's kind of like up front and personal, whatever. But yeah, so I'm just trying to look at some stuff, because the thing about it is the other way. Okay, so Pamela said the other way. So some people said like this and somebody said the other way. And before I go, does anybody have any questions? And for anybody watching, make sure before you leave, hit the 3 buttons at the top of the screen and hit it so you can, 1, subscribe to the channel, and 2, so you can hit a like button. And buy my Deeper Discussions card game that is pinned in the chat. Because in my mind, since everybody watching can see the chat, everybody watching can see my Deeper Discussions card game link that is sitting here. So that's what's in my mind. Because every single person, if watching this on their phone, every single person is literally in the chat and they can see it. And then my Deeper Discussions card game link is sitting right there. Other way, if you are going to share videos, otherwise this way is cool. Cool, I got you. Yeah. But did y'all enjoy the audio experience? Because I kind of saved y'all from looking at Reesa Teesa's fat ass face. So that's the only thing y'all missed, because y'all heard Reesa Teesa instead of looking at her. So I kind of saved y'all from looking at her. Do y'all agree? So that's the only thing y'all missed. You know, if it's something exciting or something worth watching, yeah, I'll do it the other way. But I kind of saved y'all from looking at fat ass Reesa Teesa, because that's all. But were y'all able to hear everything clearly? Yes or no? And everybody watching, buy my Deeper Discussions card game. Buy my Deeper Discussions card game. The link is in the chat. I appreciate you not messing up my Wednesday. Hey man, I'm just trying to do some different stuff and, you know, show y'all my appreciation and try to do things a little bit different. We heard clear. All right, cool. So before y'all go, buy my Deeper Discussions card game. Before y'all go, buy my Deeper Discussions card game. The link is in the chat. The link is under this video. But since all y'all are in the chat, y'all all see this chat that is pinned at the bottom or top of the page. Is I think at the bottom. So everybody buy my Deeper Discussions card game. Buy my Deeper Discussions card game right now. I need 10 people right now to buy my Deeper Discussions card game right now. Let's go. All right, so oh shit. That's one thing I didn't freaking do. I forgot to do something. But all right, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. I might go live again this evening about something else. So make sure to hit the 3 buttons at the top and subscribe to my channel and hit the like button before you get out of here. That's what I did wrong. All right. Boom. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Have a good one.